This video is sponsored by Christoph Ray for excellent low-poly horror games. Check the link in the description below for some of his works. Previously on Between the Stars. Whoa! Okie pokey. And so the journey continues. Welcome back to the Signal Fire, y'all. My name is Fire Knight, and welcome back to Between the Stars. When we last left off our crew of miscreants, we had just done another main mission that turned out pretty horribly. So we've done a couple of plot missions recently, so what I want to do actually is focus primarily today on building up some cred, doing some side quests, and eventually getting a new ship, or at least some upgrades for this ship. So the first thing I want to do right now is go to the Allied station here. Kind of just get a look at things, see if there's any upgrades we can do, because I haven't played this game in probably 2-3 weeks now. And if you couldn't tell, that's why I'm so out of sync with this.
Comms Chief, request permission to dock.
Welcome, Captain. Dock at the assigned bay, please.
Thank you. I think the planet actually has a shipyard, so I want to kind of also do a price check to see what we have to offer in that regard. But first, let's take a look, see if we can do some leveling, maybe pick up some missions, and then we'll proceed from there. I also want to do a little more exploring of the sector, since now that we've unlocked a sizable chunk of the game. Well, maybe. Potentially. Not sure. All I know is that last mission we did in the last episode was pretty crazy. There we go. I also do want to apologize for the volume in the last episode. I forgot how high the volume can be, even though I hadn't really adjusted it on OBS, so you're probably just as relieved not hearing my voice so much. Let's go take a look really now. We got 10,000 cred right now. We got a few things we can buy. Right now, I think what I want to do... Well, that's 1,000, so let's go and buy that. We actually already have one, never mind. Ship's okay, we have no prisoners. Let's go to our crew members. No upgrades. Tasks. Again, search a banner, that's one we're looking for. We can do it... Let's go and do... Oh yeah, we already have a delivery one that we can do, so that's good news for us. Let's look then at the station, see if there's any other missions we can do. Hijacked freighter. A commercial freighter has been raided by pirate ships in the VII sector. The immediate action of a captain is required to neutralize the assailant and recover the cargo. Bounty hunter Sado Salik. The search and capture of criminals and bringing them to justice. Okay, we already know that. We'll think about the hijacked freighter. You know, what the hell? Let's go and do this then too. But next thing I want to do is pull up the map and then see about the ship. So we are in Kemi right now. So there is a shipyard. And I'm guessing it's probably on the planetary surface. So let's just make a crazy run straight into that gas giant. And hope it doesn't kill us. So Thaya and Yufia. Okay, cool. So let's go and look around. See if we can find El Shipyardo. Shipyard, exit, hangar. Okay, cool. So we're on the Mercury Thallium, and kind of the reason I'm thinking about doing a ship upgrade is just because I think we need to... Okay, that's 8 grand. Because I'm willing to trade maneuverability in exchange for better shields, better armor, and that kind of thing. So as the Thallium right now, we've got little no resistance. Our shields drop on the Cosmos. Oh, actually, cool. So you can actually see stat adjustments. So we got 1600, 2500, 900. That's 10 grand. So we can afford the Infinite Sky. The Rebellion Coupe. But our shields drop by 400. But our resistance skyrockets. So we could go for this. The Rebellion Coupe probably seems like ideal at some point. Can we actually change the name from Mighty Panther? Apparently we can. Oh, Skyfire. Of course. And then let's go ahead and change this. And, well, never mind. Okay, we're not doing that just because I don't want to nerf our current ship. Okay, so we're done with this. Let's go ahead and just take off after this. Let's go and do the delivery in Ufia. So we can do the contract, and we can also kind of see what we have to offer in that new sector. And then we'll also go to Thaya. Just keep going back to Thaya sector. And then we'll see about getting a new ship down the pike. I'd like to get that 15,000 before we do anything at all, just for safety's sake. So, new sector. So there's the delivery. And then we got a distress signal, so let's do a quick save job. Maybe we can do the distress signal and then the delivery on the planet, provided we don't nerf it by smacking into the asteroids, because this area seems kind of like a pretty bad neighborhood. Holy crap, jackets, Batman. Yeah, so the delivery is on the planetary surface. Maybe we can kind of get a feel of anything else. And I also this will help me dictate to whether or not you receive notice from your communication officer that a drifting ship has been detected emitting a distress signal. The ship seems to be quite deteriorated without occupants. Let's see what happens. Let's board. Let's try and contact by radio. Aptitude +5. Okay. Roll the dice. Alright, cool. We got a 5. Good enough. To check for survivors, you decide to contact them by... Wait, when did Louise sustain damage? We'll have to fix that later on. After a few minutes, your team establishes contact with the ship. We were raided by pirates and they left us adrift, so we could not ask for help. Many of us have died, but there are still a few left. Please help. You must rescue these people. Let's send a rescue team.
Head to the target. May, prepare boarding protocol.
Thank you, May. I'm going to keep calling her Mai, though. Force of habit. This can give us a few extra creds. Or we're going to run to the case of the mystery meat incident again, because, you know, that always went well last few episodes ago. Don't smack them. There we go. Crew +2. The door of the drifting ship opens in front of the rescue team. Behind the door appears a survivor who gratefully decides to join your crew. Brilliant. Well, that went over okay. Let's get out of the way of this, and then we can proceed to the delivery. And maybe happen upon a shipyard. Okay, cool. We didn't get clipped. We're good. What a dead area. We're heading straight for a desert planet. I do like how the planets actually give you the option to go check out shipyards, so it's not like the ships are just rotating around star bases. There we go. Dark side. Light side. Okay. Hangar. Yellow jet. Delivery address that appears the package of space on this package of space video game merchandising. Oh dear, I forgot about the level of humor with this. Alright, so we got 760 cred, that ain't bad. Okay, let's actually just go to the hangar for 1 second, I'm curious. So this is probably all the ships we could do at any given time. Okay, yeah, so we can select our ship. So it's not like we're going to lose a ship immediately just by purchasing a new one. Okay. Good deal. Good enough. And then let's go to another... Ooh, we got another distress signal. Sure, why not? These things are easy. And then we'll go to the Allied station and then maybe pick up another contract. And then maybe we can find contracts that we can just do at the same time in Thea. Or Thaya, one of the two. I know, it probably feels like we're gonna be grinding this episode, but once again, I don't know what the difficulty level is going to pick up, but like after that last bounty hunter mission we did, it did not go over well.
Seriously? Another interception? We'll finish you off and spend your credits on updates.
Thank you, May. Also, don't forget you can do barrel rolls in this game. A smaller ad there, but... Oh! Well, maybe we just need to head to the... Crap. Wow. Forgot about the overheating part of this. Alright, the shields are down. Blow this hairball to hell. As I keep overheating because I'm apparently an idiot. Damn it to hell. Stay on target. Want to get that gun fixed. 1 for 1.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Thank you, Kim. This one looks like a lighter class cruiser, so I think we probably stand a better chance. God, the shields on these dudes are massive. Take out one of their engines, wouldn't that be great? We've been through a few episodes of The Children of the Sun. I think I'm beginning to get my maneuverability down just a little bit. Says as he overheats. Okay, so these ships definitely pack a little more of a wallop, so maybe we need to also invest in better guns. Come on. These guys definitely have some shields on them. So much for a slightly easier ad. Game, you okay? The longest dogfight I've played in a while. Come on, shields. I think we might have a glitch in the Matrix here. Game? Their shields are absolutely not dropping at all. Okay, hang on. Let's... It's not letting me say it. It's not letting me reload. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go back down to the planet surface and see if we can restart this. Scrap not working, but I feel like if their shields hadn't gone anywhere, something is wrong. Okay. Let's see if this restarts. Things. Let's do a quick save job. Because that was... I mean, remember, this game is in early access, so there are going to be bugs. Actually, no, let's not go there. Let's go to the Allied Station first. I feel a lot safer here. This is a big
Control
station,
tower.
too.
We request permission to dock.
Thank you, Captain. Kick out your boots and stay a while. Just watch.
Welcome, Captain.
Oh.
Dock at the assigned bay, please.
Thank you, Eufia Station. I was expecting to kick off your boots and stay a while. My house is your house. Crazy allies. God, this station is huge. It is good to know that we do have the option to run if something gets a little bit too hairy. So let's dock here, repair, see if we can maybe find something else at Thia Sector. Catch Vertigo. Not Vertigo, but some kind of... whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'm still tired, y'all.
Docking complete. Only the authorized personnel can disembark.
30 cred. Is there anything maybe... okay, hang on. Delivery. Thia Sector. Okay, let's go and take this contract because they're both in Thia. That's good news. Sado Sadiq, I feel like we can do... Sado Salik, excuse me. Crew members. So, Alexander Lemoyne. Lemoyne? Okay, so projectiles, upgrades conventional weapons, energy weapons. Salvaging, let's go and do that, and let's go and do that. Was it yeah, Louise, we need to take to sick bay. I don't know what happened. Go and do that. Stash. Can we salvage anything? My flat cannon 450. 1470. I'm gonna upgrade these things. Eventually. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Okay, Harkov. That's a weapon group. Okay, so MK1, MK1, MK3, MK1. MK2. Let's see if we can level cast 1. Okay, let's see if we can upgrade this to level 2. We cannot. So plasma can. Okay, so it's 4,000 cred. I want to get new weapons, but at the same time, good God Almighty, who is Harkov? You are on a bender today, y'all. Okay, okay, back to it. Back to it. Crew members, departments. Okay, so 50%. We're getting there. Can we salvage anything? Scrapping workshop. I mean, we could probably salvage one of these things once I get a better vibe for things. Oh, hang on. We can also upgrade Louise Nazare. Crafting, yes. And then Dong Ha. I apologize if I'm butchering this. Shields. Okay, cool. And Tae Hong Song. Oh wow, we can just do it all 3. There we go. Yvonne. Bump you up. So any other crew members? No one in the reserve. What about this Barry character? I'm guessing they're still in recovery. Okay, so we're done, almost done there. We need missiles, or like shield regen. Repair kit. Does it instantly cool down the weapon system? Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's gotta go in one of the spots, never mind. Oh, passengers, hang on. Barry Collins. Can we just put him into one of the vacancy slots? Maybe he's still in recovery? I don't know. Okay. So he's probably still recovering from everything. Okie pokey. So we are at full capacity, so now we are off to Thaya. No, continue. We'll say we get to Thaya. Back to the Thaya sector. We haven't been there in a hot second. To where it all began. And while we're back at another shipyard, I do want to take a minute to look at these ships in a little more detail. Maybe it's time to relax a bit. Dice in the dining room. Hang on. You know what? Why not? Let's get some shenanigans on. Save with the counterattack. You know what? Why not? Let's have some fun. We're just kind of faffing about today anyway. A long yawn echoes from the command bridge. The crew has been retired to rest. And the deathly silence, lovely, along with the dim lighting of the monitors have pushed you to your limit. You speak out. May, I'm going to rest for a while. Let me know if there's any news. May, or Mai. Roger that, Captain. I got this. You get up to stretch your back and run your hand over your belly. You had your last meal a short while ago, but your stomach is rumbling with hunger. Alright, cool. You get on the stairs and walk down the hall in silence. During these quiet moments, the ship seems like a different place. Nothing to do with the busiest hours. Now that the corridors and most of the rooms are empty, you enjoy the leisurely stroll. The hatch of the dining room opens and you step inside. At one of the tables, several crew members laugh, engrossed in what they're doing. Although you don't pay much attention to them, you go straight to one of the fridges and grab a piece of fruit. Crew member Lemoyne, would you like to join us, Captain? Get close to them, ignore them, and go to bed. Why not? Let's see what happens. You take a bite of your piece of fruit and walk over to the table. Song rolls the dice and stands up in excitement. Double betrayal in your face. The crew members are playing the Fleet, a very popular dice game. The goal is to add figures to subtract lives from the rest of the players. The last player alive wins. How much is the bet? You know what? I don't want to lose my cred. You take another bite and leave the room ignoring the crew. After everything you've been through, you're too tired for a silly game. You just want to go straight to bed. May will wake up in a few hours. Okay. The only reason I'm doing this is because I need to save our creds for something for the ship and upgrades and whatnot. So, the hijacked freighter is there. The delivery is there. 102. 136. Delivery it is. Get this done. That's going to cause less damage. Allegedly. That's kind of a dead sector to begin with. Oh, it's back on the Allied ship. Cool. As my former colleague would say, sweet!
Control tower, we request permission to dock.
Here we go.
Welcome, Captain. Kick your boots off. My house is your house.
Thank you, Fire Station. Dock 15, and we're close enough that we're not gonna get drilled by any bounty hunters or pirates or anything like that. Got it. Getting better at the docking, that much is for damn fact.
Only the authorized personnel can disembark.
Commercial zone, hangar, arcade. Is this the delivery one down here? You get that. Yep. So we got 588 cred. Cool. We lost the spare part pieces. Thank you. Let's go to the commercial zone. Anything else on Thea? Dr. Chaos. Oh dear. Package of robo-erotic magazines. Classy. You know, these things are super easy. Let's go ahead and just do it. But first, we have a distress call to go through. So let's do a save job. Counterattack, save there. So I don't know what this distress ship, this hijack freighter is going to be like, but I suspect it's going to be a dogfight. There we go. There we can get some more combat between people. I like that experience with the dice roll. I think that's that's pretty clever. But this is probably going to be more of a dogfight with the hijacked freighter. Since it was hijacked, we're probably screwed. Like 3 ships screwed. As soon as you arrive in the area, the ships are placed in battle formation. Once again, they open communications with little hope that they'll give up without a fight. This is Captain Wong. We demand your immediate surrender or be forced to attack. You receive no response from the enemy ships. You sigh to yourself wondering if anybody will ever heed your warnings. We've warned you.
Time to teach you a little lesson.
Really?
I'll make sure to end you quickly.
Oh, these ships are camoed. Now's not the time to be nerfing it. Oh, crap. We've been EMP'd.
That hurts.
You don't say, May. Let's just go for one of the ads then. We lose. What is going on here with these dogfights? we might have to cancel this contract too. And we got EMP again. Oh yeah, we're dead.
Suffering damage, Captain.
Well, that went bad. We're really not going to be able to do any of these bounty hunter quests, are we? Because enemy ships have really, like, gotten bad with, like, the armor and the shields. Unless there's a game bug that's causing, like, nothing to happen. Color me confused. And concerned. Bear with me just 1 second. I just want to check something real quick. We'll come back to this one. Let's go ahead and go to Tofa. Drop this off. And there's no shipyard. So let's go to Tofa, and then we'll go to Kemi. And seriously consider. Or maybe even finally go to Mulhoyu and look for Dr. Banner. But for now, let's go to Tofa and do this delivery. We'll continue the hijacked freighter another time. And when we get some better weapons, because that was brutal. I know, I said that we weren't going to do a main quest. I heard you. Deliveries are so much easier, though. Oh, yeah. Tofa. Let's see. That is 126. I'm going to regret this with another distress signal. We're going to do it, though. Let's just go ahead and just try our luck again. If there really is an issue with the shields and whatnot, I'm gonna probably just send a message to the developers, let them know, like, hey, at approximately this time, it's damn nigh impossible. You arrive at the coordinates where a ship awaits you with the engines turned off. You open communication with them, and a completely withered man appears on the screen. His eyes are dull, sunken in their sockets, surrounded by several circles under his eyes. His dry lips open to speak, but not before coughing a couple of times. Malnourished man, Captain, we need supplies. The pirates' assaults has left us to our own fate. We need food and water. May, prepare for the coupling of the ship.
Pilot, take us to the next target.
Well, if I'm the captain... we can get this guy as a crew member? I don't know. We're about to find out. There we go. As soon as you board the ship, you can see the sorry state of the crew. Just a dozen people are in one of the rooms. Some of them are unconscious. As soon as they see you, the captain draws strength from weakness and addresses you with tears in his eyes. Please, Captain, my crew is on the verge of death. We've been stuck here for weeks without food or reserve fuel. Please save them. The man ends his speech, instantly collapses on the ground. Rest, the medical team will take care of this. After a couple of hours, both the crew and the captain have gone through medical examination, and it seems that after eating and hydrating, they'll recover. Ramirez, Captain, it looks like the crew will recover. The vital signs they show are clear indicators of malnutrition, and it seems that they will recover quickly. Even so, there's something that worries us. Some of them present a clear state of shock, especially the captain. Well, they thought this was their end. It must have been a hard situation, or don't care about it. I do care about it. I understand, but I must insist again. We've spoken with everyone, and among their testimonials, there seem to be enough discrepancies. Some claim the pirates didn't take all the supplies, others say they did. Are we having a flashback to that whole cannibalism episode? Because I'm kind of thinking we're reboarding this. Many also differ among how many of them boarded the ship and how many losses were caused by the pirates. What seems clear is that having been through so much time without eating and hydrating, still being alive seems quite impossible. Let it be, Ramirez, they've had enough. I can go and take a look. Yep, we're back at this mission. You take a walk through the rooms of the ship without seeing anything especially strange. As the crew member said, it seems that this is a textbook assault. They entered the ship, firing at the people who offered resistance before robbing, and after robbing the warehouse, left the ship, leaving the prisoners behind. Yep, okay, we have done this one before. Come on. There we go. When opening the airlock, the smell floods the corridor, so you cover. Yep, here we go. There it is. But we lost cred, 400 cred. Shoot. Oh, we got XP though. Wait, can we still board this then? Nope, we just bumped into it. Okay. Let's get away from this nastiness. How much credit do we have? Well, we'll find out when we get to the Allied station.
Comms Chief, request permission to dock.
Welcome, Captain.
Kick your boots off. My house is your house. Oh, we're just gonna head straight forward, are we? Oh, he's done it. He's done it, y'all. He's done it. Face first. Hangar. Skyline Apartments, here we go. Let's drop off some erotica. You arrive at the apartment block and start looking for the numbers of the apartments. From afar, you can see the number that corresponds with the package ordered by a man that goes by Dr. Chaos. Look, any 80s and 90s, early 90s babies will get this reference. Stupid mortal who dares disturb the one and only Dr. Chaos. We bring the package you've ordered. Dr. Chaos? We cut your dirty mags, pervert. The door slit, closes briefly, then later opens again. You arrived too late. I don't want any more. Of course you want it. Then they pay me for what? They pay me for you to receive this package, and that's exactly what you'll do. Of course you want it. Hey you, good-for-nothing courier. No one dares talks like that to Dr. Chaos. My vengeance will be terrible. Your blood will be spilled among the stars. You can already hear the war engines of the spaceships flying swiftly at the arrival of their leader. Waylon, is that all? What's all that noise? Nothing, Mother. Someone got the wrong address. The door slit closes and the door opens slightly. Alright, just give me the package and leave, please. If my mother comes down here and sees the magazines, she'll be pissed. Okay. I never thought that a human would be interested in these magazines. Yeah, okay. Waylon signs the delivery note and laughs like a maniac without paying too much attention. You turn around and head towards the docks. You haven't walked 20 steps and you can already hear the mom screaming. Ugh. So we got Bupkus. Let's go to the commercial zone. Let's take a quick stock of what we got. 11. Crew members, blueprints, an RG-210 repeating cannon, 1500 accuracy 8, 9100 cred. Okay, Alexandria Lemoyne we got a few upgrades we can do, so hang on. Let's go and do projectiles. Let's go to song, investigation, medicine, and shields. We need shields. How about a Captain Wong? Oh, we got one we can do. Cool. Luck, leadership, aptitude, and charisma. Let's go and do luck. Let's go in the station. Do we actually... Blueprints. No, okay, so our ship's still in good faith. No need to go to sick bay. No tasks. Let's go and just actually delete this. Thank you. No. We don't need any more crew members. We're okay with that. Okay, so now let's do a save job. And let's go ahead and do Dr. Banner's mission. Why not? And then we'll call it a session after that. Because maybe then after that we can actually do the shipyard and then buy our next ship. And actually give me 1 second, and we'll try this again. And we are back, y'all, and as you can see, we are now in a different sector, namely Malhoyu. I'm actually so relieved that I actually saved the game, turned off the recording and turned it back on. I'll get into that in 1 second. Because seconds after we got here and headed here to the planet to look for Dr. Banner, my computer had a conniption. So you're probably asking yourself why I decided to end the recording and then restart it. It's actually something I did regarding my Patreon. There were a couple of times when I had lost like over an hour of footage from my Patreon video because of my computer being so temperamental. So what I've been doing is after recording for a certain period of time, I will stop the recording and then restart it. That way, if the computer does crash like it just did, we've only lost a few minutes of footage here and there. Luckily, like I said, it was only about a minute, possibly 2 on our jump through hyperspace. So now we're here on the planet sector, or the planet surface, and we are looking for Dr. Banner. So, okay, here we go. Encliffe, a great city recognized by its dozen highly reputable academic institution and home to Dr. Banner and his family. You land on the planet and leave the spaceport to enter the city. According to Admiral Flynn's direction, Banner lived in a huge house on the outskirts with his wife. To get there, the easiest way would be to rent a small transport ship that would allow you to move without much trouble throughout the city. Let's head to his house. You insert the address in the ship and enjoy the views. Sorry, I'm having flashbacks to Oblivion. The fact that Encliffe was home to the most prestigious space engineering university was no coincidence. The city shined with its own light, contrasting with most of the cities you have visited. From the sky, you can see the gigantic monuments and institutions in the heart of the city. The open spaces and green areas stand out as a complex. However, efficient network of streets and buildings shine brightly under the light of the star of the sector. The voice of one of your crew members brings you back to reality. Captain, we're here. Drop her down. The street is completely clear, and you walk for a while around the fence that limits the property of Dr. Banner. With the insistence of which the Admiral has spoken of him, you could imagine that his skill had taken him to his professional pinnacle, but seeing that house certainly confirmed it. You ring in front of the great gate of the enclosure, and a voice with an accent receives you. I'm sorry, the owners cannot attend you at this time. I'm John Wong of Captain Interstellar Republic, or we're here because of the disappearance. I don't want to say we're part of the Republic, because once again, it's possible the Children of the Sun are watching, so let's go ahead and just say we're here about it. From the communicator comes a ridiculous voice that lets you pass. Okay. The gates open before you, and you walk the path that leads to the porch of the mansion. As soon as you call, a middle-aged man with a dorky face comes out to meet you. You hold out your hand to introduce yourself formally, but immediately he turns around and begins to speak. Hello, Captain. I suppose you've come for the disappearance of my brother-in-law. Go ahead, my sister Anna is in the Great Hall. The poor woman hasn't picked herself back up since her husband's ... Follow him, or, let's find out who this person is. Howard Huggins. Okay. I kind of remember some kind of Huggins. Howard Huggins, Captain, SMC Chief Reviser and great admirer of the work done by the Interstellar Republic. Thank you for your fight, Captain. We are all with you. I knew another captain of the Republic very closely. We fought side by side when the... Oh my god. This same idiot who was a complete moron when we were playing as Dr. Scott during the prologue. Jesus. The Protonite stations at Thama 6. Howard Huggins and Captain Scott ended the evil of the universe without looking back. Those were definitely good times. This dweeb? Oh my gods above. Yeah, I'm definitely going with ellipses on that one, Captain Wog. The woman gets up when she sees you come in and dresses her brother. Howard, who are they? Don't worry, Anna, it's the Interstellar Republic. They're coming to talk about John. We're looking for Dr. Banner. We've heard that Banner has disappeared. Admiral Flynn requires his services. Let's go ahead and just say we're looking for him. Anna's surprised. Her tone rises from worry and sadness to much more aggressive tone. You are looking for him? You're looking for him? To begin with, none of this would have happened if the Interstellar Republic had not been interested in John. He has spent years in your service wrapped up in countless dangerous missions, and you care about him when he has disappeared? Why don't you protect him? He risked his life more than one of your own sake. We'll take care of finding him, but we have to know what happened. She takes a deep breath and begins. It all started a few weeks ago. John was an undercover inside the Children of the Sun research ship. He swore to me and vowed that it would be his last mission, famous last words, and that he would hardly be at risk. The days passed and I knew something was wrong. John contacted me a couple of days later. The mission had failed, but he had managed to get out of there alive and was on his way home. The last time I spoke to him, he was in a village called Zaya. He told me that he was being followed and that as soon as he could, he would get a ship to flee. It's been almost 2 weeks since that last message. We'll start looking around there. Don't worry. John seems like a smart man. He's probably still alive. We'll start looking. You know what? I'm not going to even try and be optimistic right now because chances are he's going to be dead. Howard, please go with the captain. You've been to... Oh, no. No. You've been to Zaya more than once. Besides, you saved Captain Scott several times before the war. Oh, come on. Really? You told me hundreds of times. Please protect the captain and help them find John. Howard's voice breaks, almost grunting. He will accompany you to Zaya. It will be good for you to have someone who knows the area and can guide you without attracting attention. If you fought with Captain Scott, we could use somebody with your experience. Thank you, Captain. Don't worry. I know Zaya like the back of my hand. With me, we'll go completely unnoticed. We're gonna die, aren't we? Finding us will be like looking for a needle in the whole universe. Of course, for Zaya. Oh, hang on. So Zaya's over here on the dark side of the planet? Oh, that's cool. Same side. Come on, mouse. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Moon Tears Jewelers. Renowned jewelry located on the city's... That's interesting. You walk the streets of the city with the crew as you look for supplies for the ship. Walking along one of the main streets, you meet a mass of expected people as they watch something. You pass through the group until you see the police that delimits the crime zone, while law enforcement officers remove a body in a black bag they carry on the ship. Bypass this police line, keep watching. You pay more attention to the crime scene and observe the entry of the commerce. You know the chain well. Tears of the Moon was a recognized empire of jewelry with more than 100 establishments on different planets and stations. Their products, jewelry set with the highest quality carvings from the best space rocks, were worth a few thousand credits. Several agents enter their fenced establishment while this investigation continues. Bypass the police line? Yeah, why not? You pass the police line and go inside the jewelry store where you find the agents interrogating the people inside. As soon as they see you as one of the officers in charge, approaches you confused. You show your captain's license of the Republic and he immediately presents himself. Captain, I'm afraid it's not a good time. A few hours ago, we were notified of a hooded man assaulting jewelry store. But when we arrived, it was too late. As soon as we entered the establishment, we found the two bodies. One of the attendants and the robber himself were dead, and there was no trace of the loot from the robbery. Witnesses from outside say they didn't see anyone leave here. May I speak to the witnesses? Alright, Agent, this is not my area of expertise. Oh, no. I've lost... Oh, I've lost an attribute. Okay, that's fine. I'm glad we got rid of Lax. Of course, Captain. Allow me to introduce you. Miss Laura Hester, she was Brian's partner, the attendant who... the victim. Apparently there was some kind of uncorresponded romantic interest from him towards her. Sean Douglas, one of the customers at the store at the time of the robbery. The other customers claimed to have seen him talking to the robber alone. Finally, Amber Fisher. Miss Fisher claims to have been inside the jewelry store at the time of the robbery, but none of them present seem to remember if she was already inside when the hooded man entered the store pointing his gun at Brian. That means, okay, so now we can get more XP regained from events. I need to question the witnesses. Maybe you can clear up a couple of doubts that I have. Of course, whatever you need. What can you tell me about the missing loot? When I and the boys arrived, we found the corpses in the middle of the shop. One corresponded to Brian, Laura's partner, and the other body is the robbers. We immediately prohibited people from leaving and talked to them so that they would update us on the situation. The strangest thing is that the jewels are not on the vaults, but neither was the robber carrying them in his bag. We believe that some of the clients have taken them and taken advantage of the situation to flee, even though the witnesses from outside seem to have seen nothing. Okay, what do you know about the two bodies? It appears both the attendant and the robber were effectively killed by a GMR-46 plasma shotgun, the weapon which the robber entered. It seems implausible, but whatever it was, the plasma fired surely by accident hit both of them, causing fatal burns. And forget it, I have what we need. Let's talk to Lara Hester. I went out with Brian for a while, but the relationship got colder. When we broke up months ago, the atmosphere at work rarefied enormously. He was still completely in love with me, even though I couldn't be with him again. This morning, he was much colder than usual. I thought maybe he had started to forget me. When the hooded man pulled out the gun, the security systems didn't respond as they should. I instantly pressed the alarm button before the robber noticed. Brian activated the security gates and escorted the robber to the vaults. When they returned, both of them were fighting and the robber's gun went off, killing them. Talk about security. The store had automatic vault blocking system, disabling the manual controls of those in charge. This makes it possible to avoid situations similar to this one. For some reason, the alarm did not go off. All we could do was warn the security forces and enable the vaults to avoid getting killed. Let's ask something else. Let's ask about Brian's death. The man grabbed Brian and forced him to escort him to the vaults in the back room where we kept all the material. I heard a gunshot and ran there to see what happened. When I found the two of them struggling, I shouted for them to stop, but one last shot sounded and neither of them was alive. Okay. Talk to Sean Douglas. I went to the store to look through the jewels to make a gift, when suddenly the man came screaming like a madman. I thought one of the managers would establish some security protocol, but Laura and Brian were completely frozen. As soon as the robber ordered the opening of the vault, Brian refused. They started arguing. Hang on. And until the man grabbed one of the clients and threatened to blow her head off. Frightened, Brian enabled the opening and escorted him into the back room when the shot was heard. Okay. If you're a client, how do you know the names of the attendants? I have a good memory for names. I listened to them when the agent was interrogating us. Okay. I talked to Amber Fisher. To be honest, I can't tell you much, Captain. I was in the store when all of this happened so fast. I barely remember what I was doing. When I saw the armed man come in, screaming like a possessed man, I got scared and ran to hide. Customers don't remember seeing you before the attack. They're lying. I don't know what reason they might have to do it, but as soon as I walked in the store, the attendant was talking to the man with us. I wanted to ask her something, but she seemed busy. She told me to wait a moment when the thief entered the store. See, can we do anything else? No. Of course, Captain. Let me talk to the policeman. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Whatever you need. Forget it. I have what I need. Can we just do all this? Oh, what were you and Laura talking about when the robber came in? Okay. I was asking her about a piece of jewelry. My wife is a lover of calcite pendants. She always loved the color and acquires in the dark. What were you and Douglas talking about? He came in the store asking about a hardened cyanide. Hang on. I know perfectly well what happened. Everyone seemed perplexed by your statement. It seemed like a complicated case, but by contrasting the versions of the witnesses, it didn't take long for you to write. Thank God I didn't have to go through this. To begin with, two of the people have been lying. Both Miss Hester and Douglas knew each other beforehand, and I would say that Douglas also knew Brian. Our attendant had been decayed for some time because of the breakup with Laura, and it didn't take long for him to find a way to get back with her. At some point, he decided that the robbery of his own jewelry would allow him to win her back. Okay, that was kind of my hypothesis. I knew Brian from hearsay, but I didn't know what it had to do with the heist. Both you and Laura were aware of the strike Brian was about to commit. Only attendants have access to security keys. Miss Hester knows better than anyone. Her not being more surprised by the security breach is the first thing that made me doubt. Even if Brian did it, I was no longer with him. I had no reason to help him. Negate with your head. You quickly cut him off. I'm sure Douglas could answer that question. Knowing that what Brian was going to do, you told him you would help him, so you didn't alert the company knowing his intentions. You only needed one way to get money once out of the jewelry store, and Douglas would take care of that. Infiltrating the jewelry like another customer, he waited for the robber to come in to follow him to take his loot. I don't know what you would have thought, but your plan failed, Brian, who had been associated with the thief, opened the vaults and for some reason started arguing with his partner. Both got into a fight, which now the two of them were killed. Wait a minute, Captain. Then where's the loot? I'm sure they're still in the store. The only possible explanation is that the jewels are still inside. As Laura said, Brian had spent a lot of time doing overtime at night. It wouldn't have been hard to find a hiding place for them. Of course, if most suspicious people disappeared, it would have been the workers themselves. If they really wanted to do it, they needed a scapegoat. And that's where our unknown robber comes in. I don't know if he discovered that Brian was thinking about betraying him or the opposite case, but whatever the fight was, it was at the end of the plan for everyone. Investigate the corners of the jewelry. I'm sure we'll find them. Finish your explanation. Agents keep... Sorry, my throat's starting to go. Agents keep the witnesses in sight as they dig deep into the loot of the heist. You start to get a little nervous. At first, you were being more than clear, but as time goes on without the jewels being found, you begin to doubt your theory. Miles, I think I found something. You go to where the agent is, who is kneeling by the floor hitting one of the plates. With the help of another agent, you take something to use as a lever, insert it into the slot between them. The plate is lifted, revealing a hidden hole where a bag is found. Bingo. Okay, confirming your suspicions, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yay, it's been a pleasure. Achievement unlocked. Elementary, my dear. Let's get out of here. We've done enough.
Don't worry, John. We'll bring you back safe and sound. Engines at full power.
Calm down, Howard. You don't have to keep me company on the bridge. You can go back to your cabin.
And leave you unprotected? No way! Howard Huggins will take care of you.
And that, y'all, is actually going to be where we stop for tonight. I played a lot longer than I anticipated. Not that it's a bad thing, but my throat and my voice are starting to go. But hopefully you're enjoying this as much as I am, and hopefully we'll continue our journey next time soon. So as always, leave your thoughts down below. What do you like? What do you dislike? As well as if you like this type of game, be sure to leave it a thumbs up. If you don't, leave it a big thumbs down. Either way, it lets me know what works and doesn't work for the project. And as always, a big thank you to Christoph Frey for being a sponsor of the project. If you like low-poly horror games with an emphasis on character development, plot, ambience, and fear factor, check him out. Links in the description below as well. Guarantee you won't be let down. So before I call it a night, of course, if you like the Signal Fire project and you want to find out more, links are in the description below to my Twitter, my public Discord channel, my temporarily defunct Twitch page, and of course my Patreon, because this would not be possible without helping my incredibly attractive patrons. You'll see their names float by. For as little as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive content such as the patron-only section on my Discord, as well as patron-exclusive uploads, and I'm doing patron requests. And just know that all proceeds go towards getting me a better computer and better equipment so I can in turn give y'all a better experience. So thank you again to the patron of all. My gratitude truly, truly knows no bounds. So otherwise, I hope y'all have a fantastic night. And always remember, keep your fires burning.